By now, you may have introduced some small distractions into your lessons. A little music at a low volume is a good place to start. As you begin these sections, you should be about 2 months into your instruction. You'll continue to see an overlap in required tasks for Drive Packets 3 and 4. Your student needs to repeat tasks in order to master them. However, there are some new skills to develop in this section.
As discussed in the main program, space management is of utmost importance. Most new drivers have a tunnel-like vision, where they only see a short distance ahead of them in a very narrow path. To help your student overcome this, try the following exercise. As your teen is driving down a low-traffic road, have them tell you where their vision is directed ahead of the car. Then, help them find a spot at least twice as far ahead and use this as their new focal distance. Ideally, this distance would always be between 20 and 30 seconds ahead. This will allow your student to react more quickly to upcoming situations while still being able to see what's immediately ahead of them. To widen their peripheral vision, ask your teen to verbally identify houses, signs, and other landmarks away from the road. This will allow them to notice potential hazards heading towards the road they're traveling on, rather than only seeing what's already in their path of travel. Be sure to stress the importance of scanning the entire visual field by constant eye movement. They should avoid staring straight ahead.
Lesson 3 of the main program includes thorough explanations and demonstrations of all types of turnabouts and parking situations. These are not trivial and should not be overlooked. Your student must master all of the various types and situations. U-turns, 2-point turns, and 3-point turns should all be practiced on a lightly populated street. It's a great idea for the parent to perform each maneuver before the student does. Students should practice curb, angle, and perpendicular parking until they've mastered each. Students should practice parallel parking in a traffic and obstacle-free zone, such as an empty parking lot. Cones or other parking aids should be set up to simulate a parking space. Have your student practice until they've mastered it. You can find thorough demonstrations of each of these tasks in Lesson 3 of the main program.
Once you're ready for Drive Packet 4 of the in-car instruction, your student will be driving at speeds up to 55 miles per hour. Much of this section consists of previously practiced tasks, but at slightly higher speeds.
That's right. But your student isn't quite ready for the expressway yet, so avoid performing any of these tasks at such high speeds.
What you don't want to avoid is practicing with your teen. Continue working on lane changes, speed, and position changes, and approaching curves and intersections.
If you haven't already, ask your teen to start verbally responding to the space around your car.
The silver car in the left lane is signaling right and is now turning in front of me, while just ahead, the light turned red. Talking out loud about what was happening in front of me really helped me become more aware of my surroundings.
When I was first learning to drive, I also vocally responded to speed changes. I would shout out the speed I was traveling when I increased or decreased my speed. This helped me get a better feel for how fast I was traveling without having to look down at my speedometer every other second.
While you're progressively incorporating distractions into your lessons, it's a good time to start including night driving in low traffic areas with slower speeds. The majority of accidents occur at night. The Driving in Hazardous Conditions section of the main program includes numerous tips on driving at night. Your teen must practice night driving in order to be prepared for it when they have their license. If you avoid it now, your student will be incredibly unsafe attempting it for the first time on their own.
I have one more tip that can be really helpful: role reversal. Occasionally, switch roles with your student. You drive and let them tell you where to go and do what they want you to do. Let them critique your habits, good or bad. This will give you both a different perspective that could have a positive impact on your experience together. I will warn you though, this will probably be a little more fun for your student, and it's likely they'll mock the teaching style.
Because the majority of accidents happen close to home, you should inform your teen of the most hazardous areas near your house. Get in the driver's seat and travel a couple of routes that your student is likely to use the most often. Point out specific areas where your teen should be extra cautious. An example would be to note a house where small children play near the road, or a stop sign that people tend to run without stopping. The list could go on, and it should for your teen. Then have your teen drive and repeat the same hazards to you as they reach each point in their routes. This exercise reinforces alertness and may prevent your teen from becoming too comfortable on familiar roads.
Well, I hope these tips help you and your student throughout the process. Continue to practice these in-car lessons until you feel that your student is capable of moving on. It's important that you do, because high-speed expressways are up next.